photosynthesis in chapter number 6 from class 10th, life process. Now children, in the process of photosynthesis, in my last video, I have explained in detail about the structure of leaf and chloroplast and other things. Now, in this video, I will be explaining you all about the process of photosynthesis. Children, in the process of photosynthesis, we require few raw materials and few components of the photosynthetic process. And those components of photosynthetic are your sunlight, chlorophyll, water and carbon dioxide. These are the four components of photosynthesis process. Now in this, sunlight, the plant will receive from the sun. Now here light is important. It doesn't mean that light means it only the plant is going to acquire from the sun. It may be artificial light also. Now the second, if I consider, is the chlorophyll pigment. In my last video I have told you all that this chlorophyll pigment is present inside the thylakoid of grana of chloroplast, which is a type of cell organelle present only in plants. So chlorophyll is present in the leaves, in the green part of the plant itself. And the third raw material is water and the fourth raw material is carbon dioxide. So children, in the process of photosynthesis, in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, by utilizing the raw materials like water and carbon dioxide, this plant is going to prepare its food in form of simple carbohydrate in form of starch. So children, sunlight is obtained from the sun. Chlorophyll is present in the leaf itself. Water is obtained by the roots of the plants. And carbon dioxide is obtained from atmosphere through stomata in green parts of the leaves or in green parts of the plants. So children, it doesn't mean that the non-green leaf portion doesn't do photosynthesis. There also photosynthesis occurs. But in the green leaves, your chlorophyll pigment is present and photosynthesis occurs over there. And this process is completed by the stomata, by the diffusion process. And where is the stomata present? The stomata is present on the surface of the leaves through which exchange of gases occurs. Through stomata, CO2 enters inside the leaf and oxygen comes out of the leaf during the process. So children, utilizing these four materials, four components like sunlight, chlorophyll, water and carbon dioxide, this whole photosynthesis process is completed in case of plants. Now children, here you can see that I have written two equations. Here I have written old equation and this is the new conception, new equation over here. The old equation used to say that your whole chemical equation of a photosynthesis used to be written as 6 carbon dioxide plus 6 water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will produce glucose, that means C6H12O6 plus 6O2 will be released into the atmosphere. But now it has been proved that according to new equation that 6 carbon dioxide plus 12 molecules of water is utilized in the process. Here according to old equation 6 molecules of water was utilized, but the equation has changed due to the research, new research work. It has been found that your 12 molecules of water are being utilized during the process. So 6 carbon dioxide plus 12 H2O in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will produce glucose C6H12O6 plus it will be releasing 6 molecules of water also and 6 molecules of oxygen will be released into the atmosphere. This water will be released in form of transpiration process, water loss process through the stomata, through the leaves. So children, this is the chemical equation. Now the recent one, that 6 carbon dioxide plus 12 H2O in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight is going to produce a simple carbohydrate in form of glucose plus 6 molecules of water will also be released through the stomata into the atmosphere during transpiration process, and 6 molecules of of oxygen will also be released out into the atmosphere for the survival of the other living organisms. Now children, what is transpiration? Transpiration is a process of water loss from the plants. When excess amount of water is produced in the plants, that water is being released out because extra amount of water cannot be collected in the plants. So that extra amount is being released out into the atmosphere by the transpiration process, by the loss of water process. And this process occurs through stomata. And this stomata is located on the upper and lower surface of the leaves. So your transpiration occurs. So this was the children whole equation of the photosynthesis process. Now let us move to the 3 steps of the photosynthesis. Children, there are 3 main steps which we have to study. If we consider the whole photosynthesis process, it is a very complex process. It is not possible for us to understand now at your 10th level. But still, at the 10th level, few important points, few important steps have been discussed, which I'll be explaining here in the process. Now let us, children, move to the explanation to the 3 steps of photosynthesis. Children, there are 3 steps which are very important at your level to understand. In detail, it is not needed. You will be studying in the higher classes like 11th and 12th that how the complete process of photosynthesis happens. But at your level, which is important, I will be explaining it now. Now there are 3 steps. The first step is saying absorption of light by chlorophyll. The second step is saying splitting of water. And the third step is reduction of carbon dioxide. Children, these are the 3 steps. And passing through these steps only, your complete process of photosynthesis passes on. Now, passing through these steps, in higher classes, you will be studying it in more description, in more detail. And here, at this level, you will be understanding at your short level, in a small level. So, what does absorption of light by chlorophyll is saying? Now, I told you all that this is a sunlight and this is a plant, leaf. And chloroplast, a cell organelle, is present inside the leaves. So, this chlorophyll is present in the chloroplast. And this chlorophyll is responsible to trap sunlight, which is present here in the atmosphere. So, absorption of light by chlorophyll. So, chlorophyll present inside the leaf helps in trapping the sunlight from the atmosphere in form of photons. The light is trapped in form of photons. Now the light is trapped here by the chlorophyll pigments, and then by the further steps, the whole light process is converted into chemical energy. Now sunlight is trapped by the chlorophyll pigment, and this light energy will be converted into chemical energy at the last by the chlorophyll pigment. So your first step is responsible for trapping the sunlight and converting it into chemical energy. So light energy is converted into chemical energy. This is one of the most important process, one most important step in the process of photosynthesis. Now children, in the second step is saying that splitting of water. Now generally every time you might be thinking that oxygen which is released out into the atmosphere, from where the oxygen is coming. Now in the chemical equation of the photosynthesis, your carbon dioxide is also having oxygen and water is also having oxygen. So the now question is that from where the oxygen is being released out. So the answer is over here. Splitting of water. Water is having H2O. So from here, your water gets dissociated, water gets broken down, and oxygen gets separated from the water, and your water breaks down into your oxygen ion and OH ion. So oxygen and OH, they get separate from each other. So oxygen is produced by the process of splitting of water during the photosynthesis process. So if the question is being asked to you that from where the oxygen is produced in the process of photosynthesis, so oxygen is produced from the water, from the splitting of water. Now the third point point is reduction of carbon dioxide. Now the carbon dioxide will be reduced into carbohydrate. It will be reduced into carbohydrate, which is a simple form of sugar. So here again a question is being asked that carbon dioxide, how the carbohydrate is produced, by the reduction of which component your carbohydrate is produced. So your carbon dioxide is reduced to produce your carbohydrate. So children, these were the 3 steps by your whole process of photosynthesis will be completed. Now the thing which is very important, that your photosynthesis occurs during the daytime. Why? Because the sunlight is present during daytime. But how the process is conducted? The process is conducted through the stomata. The whole process of photosynthesis is conducted through stomata. This is the structure through which your whole process will be completed. Stomata is the part. Now this stomata is responsible for absorption of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. And it is sure that if carbon dioxide is absent, your photosynthesis cannot occur. Now, in a general area, in a general climate, green plant is there, sunlight is present, stomata is present in the leaf, stomata will open and CO2 will be entering inside the plant and process of photosynthesis will be taking place. But children, if I consider an example of a cactus plant in a desert area. Now what will happen in a desert? During the daytime, the stomata is closed. Stomata, this structure is closed. Now when the stomata closes, CO2 cannot enter inside the leaf. Stomata with carbon dioxide will only enter when the stomata is open. But during daytime in the desert area, this stomata is closed. How the CO2 is going to enter in the plant? It means that during daytime, when stomata is closed and CO2 is not entering inside the leaf, it means photosynthesis will not take place. But it is wrong. Photosynthesis takes place. But how? During night time, in the desert area, stomata remains open. That means during night, when the stomata remains open, carbon dioxide easily from the atmosphere can enter inside the plant, enter inside the leaf. And during night, this carbon dioxide produces an intermediate chemical. And this intermediate chemical converts into a form of energy. And this energy during the daytime in presence of sunlight, when the stomata is closed, during that time, that intermediate chemical is used to produce glucose, which is the ultimate source of food for the plants. Hope children, you have understood that how in the desert during the high temperature when the stomata is remaining closed, at that time in those plants how the photosynthesis is taking place. And children, what is the reason behind in the deserts for the stomata to remain closed? Because the deserts are having high temperature, and if the stomata is open, then your transpiration will also take place. The amount of water which is produced inside the plant, that will also be getting evaporated, that will also be getting lost through the stomata. So water loss will be more inside the plant during daytime. That is why, to prevent the rate of transpiration during daytime in the desert area, the stomata remains closed, and hence during daytime your glucose direct entry of carbon dioxide in the plants cannot take place. And this process is supported during night when the stomata is open, CO2 enters inside, an intermediate chemical is produced, and this intermediate chemical during daytime in the plants converts into glucose and the food is produced. So children, hope this whole process of photosynthesis is clear to you all. Thank you.